Welcome back to the Jake Asman Show on the SportsMap Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need a mortgage that fits your life? Rocket can.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, here's Jake Asman.
Legal tampering is set to begin at noon Eastern time today. Legal tampering basically means, well, you're an agent, you can talk to a team. If you're a team, you can talk to an agent. So a lot of the free agent signings that can become official this Wednesday at 4 Eastern will get done today and tomorrow. And the team to watch in free agency is the New York Jets, because the Jets have the second most salary cap space in the NFL. They were not aggressive last year on purpose to basically set themselves up for this year. And I sent out a tweet earlier today on my Twitter account at Jake Asman. I mean, it's become really a joke with the Jets, because they have basically been linked to every free agent so far. The Jets have interest in insert top free agent name, per source. And rightfully so, because the Jets were one of the worst teams in the NFL last year. In fact, I believe they were the worst team, even though Jacksonville finished with just one win. The Jets roster to me is worse than the roster that the Jaguars have. And the Jets should be all in trying to improve at basically every single position. There's not a single position group on the Jets where you sit back and go, we're good. We're fine. No, the Jets need to be all in. And I think the guy that I'd pay the most for, if I'm Joe Douglas, is Joe Thuney from the New England Patriots. They're all pro guard. Because if the Jets lock up the guard position and they have Mekhi Becton at left tackle, Thuney at one of their guard spots, that's a damn good offensive line. Connor McGovern's not a bad center. He's their current center. Maybe the Jets stay aggressive and go after Lindsley, the center from Green Bay. But if they sign Joe Thuney, that will make the Jets' offensive line that much better. And in this, Mike LaFleur offensive scheme that Saleh is bringing with him from San Francisco, I think getting a great guard like Thuney will do wonders for whoever the quarterback is. If it's Deshaun Watson, Zach Wilson, Sam Darnold, we still don't know. But I think the Jets are going to make big-time waves in free agency. They're going to be linked to everybody. And there's not a single position, once again, that they don't need help in. The market's deep at receiver. If you could sign Kenny Galladay, I'm in. You want to sign Will Fuller, I'm in. Maybe Deshaun Watson wants you to sign Will Fuller, and then, hey, watch out. Watson to Fuller this time in New York, just saying. So the Jets certainly have a lot of options. They have all these draft picks. They could use some of those draft picks in a Watson trade. They haven't traded Darnold yet, so they have all these resources. We know Jacksonville's taking Lawrence with the first overall pick, but I'll continue to say it. There's not a team in the NFL that's more fascinating to watch this offseason than the Jets because of the different paths they could go at all these different positions. I think need number one is improve the offensive line, because whether it's Darnold or a rookie quarterback or Deshaun Watson, you got to protect the guy, and that will help you succeed, which is why I'd be willing to overpay for Joe Thuney. You have all this money. This is why you have it, to use it in free agency and spend big. The Jets need to improve at wide receiver. There's a bunch of guys out there. I don't love Juju Smith-Schuster, but I'm not going to poo-poo talent, and the Jets need talent. So there are so many players that are out there. I think if the Jets could add a couple receivers in free agency, that'd be great. Get somebody on a bargain. Last year we thought Robbie Anderson was going to get all this money. He didn't end up getting all this money. This year, there's so many teams that just don't have salary cap flexibility. There's more good players available this year than in prior years because of all the cap cuts. So if Joe Douglas is, worth the money the Jets pay him as a GM, this is his time to shine. This offseason, all the, spotlight that was on Adam Gase, well, that's over with. It's now all on Joe Douglas. He had a good first draft last year. Now he has 19 picks over the next 2 years. The second most cap space. The Jets are going to make waves in free agency. They need to spend the money the right way. That's what it all comes down to. Regardless who the quarterback is, they need more talent on this roster. It starts today.